Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're just going to go over my portfolio, give you guys a weekly update about how I've been doing. Lately, it's been not doing so hot, but I know the market overall has also been doing pretty rough here, so I'm not too worried. I know a lot of these stocks, they're going to get hurt a lot in the short run here with China and all those trade talks. A lot of the companies that I own, they do a lot of business there, so I'm expecting this downturn, but I'm just going to continuously invest money into my portfolio over time, just kind of dollar cost average in at different positions, and I feel pretty confident doing that. So today was a pretty tough day, $76. Dow was also down in the past week, down $142, and past month down almost $400. So definitely not doing so hot, but a lot of my stocks will bounce back, I'm sure of it. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more weekly updates. And let me know what you guys are thinking and if you're adding to the portfolio. So first stock here we're going to go over is AbbVie. It has been pretty stagnant, I feel like, in the last week, down 2%. It kind of fluctuates in the high 70s. United Health, now this has been hit really hard recently, but has kind of not bounced back a little bit in the past month. Of course, this stock is very volatile because of all the hysteria over a single national payer healthcare system here in America. So expect this to be very volatile till the 2020 elections are over. Starbucks, now would possibly be a buying time for this. Seen it drop a little bit, pretty rare. It was been going up a lot in the past 3 months. I'm still up pretty big on this position, 52%. Definitely wish I owned some more shares. JP Morgan, since the whole economy hasn't been doing so hot recently, neither is the biggest bank. FedEx, this stock has just been plummeting. 3 months down almost over 12%. Down huge on this position, but we'll definitely hold it just for the long run. Very reputable company, big transportation player. Otter Tails, utility company, down there. Boeing barely down. Pepsi, now I was considering adding another share to this position. May have to buy this on the dip here, which it looks like it's doing, up pretty big on this position. Pays a very nice dividend. I made a video on why this is one of the stocks where I can just buy and hold for the long-term dividend cash cow right here. 3M, now this went down even more. I bought another share of this at $175 when I thought it would be done going down. It's already dropped $12 in that very small amount of time. So past 3 months down 21%. If you don't have any position in this particular stock, I feel like now would maybe be a good time to get in. It's probably giving around a 3.6 dividend yield now for a dividend king. That is quite the premium, quite the discount. I already hold a pretty big position in this, 5% of my portfolio, so I don't really want to add more to this, but I definitely think this stock will bounce back in my opinion. Southern, nice utilities company here, has been doing pretty hot. Verizon, a lot of these smaller, boring, or pretty big companies, but they're pretty boring in terms of their price fluctuations. Hold them more for the dividend. Now, I made a video about this just yesterday. Store Capital, bought another share today. Very great stock, up 15% on this, not including its very nice dividend yield. It's owned by Warren Buffett. Be sure to check out my video on it in case you are not familiar with the stock. So Microsoft, we have this one at 6 shares, 758 equity, still up pretty big on this position. I definitely want to have that as a core position in my portfolio. Medical Properties Trust, a real estate investment trust that specializes in owning medical properties. It leases the land that hospitals do business on. So this has been down pretty big here today, almost 4%, which is pretty large for this particular stock. I own a very small position in here. Pays a very nice dividend yield if you're interested in that. Iron Mountain down 0.8% today. ExxonMobil, this is another stock I bought another share of. Always very volatile due to the price of gas. Of course, price of oil. We'll always need oil. especially in today's world. So definitely don't see anything happening with this company. It has a $300 billion market cap. So I think it'll remain solvent and be able to pay out that dividend, which is really what I'm after when I invest in a company like ExxonMobil. MasterCard, one of the few stocks that were up today. It has just been a bull ever since I have bought it, really in the past 5 years. I made a video about this on why I think it's a great investment. Want to add a couple more shares to this as well. Then we have my two railroad stocks, which were hit pretty hard today. $74 share for CSX and UNP. Still up on this position overall, but we'll look forward to those going back up. Then we have Reality Income, $69, still up pretty big on this position. It definitely seems like all of my real estate companies are doing very well. I actually made a little pie chart on the different industries that I own, and real estate, surprisingly, I thought I owned more real estate, but real estate only made up about 3% of my portfolio. So that's why I'm trying to add more to that position. Then we have MasterCard's counterpart Visa here, $163, up pretty big on this position as well. Definitely one that I see going up in the long term. Facebook, not sure how much longer I'm going to be holding on to this stock, but we'll be selling it soon. Apple, bought another share of this and then it proceeded to drop. So I've been up pretty huge on Apple. I've had some crazy returns and then it has been very volatile in the recent year. So I've been down, I've been up on this position, but I will definitely be holding Apple for the long term. And then if you've never heard of this stock before, be sure to check out my video on it. It's done very well in the past 5 years. Ridiculous growth. It's structured as a REIT. Does a lot of international business, Equinix. So, and then the last stock we're going to go over today is Disney. I also have a video on this, so be sure to check out all my videos on different individual stocks I do to get more analysis on why I buy and hold them. But Disney, a huge media company. If you're not aware on how big Disney is, be sure to check out that video because it's a lot bigger than most people think. I definitely see this going up in the long term. May fluctuate a lot here in the short term, but they have some big plans up their sleeve. So that's going to do it for the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to see more updates and give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot to a growing channel like mine.